Hi guys, it's Green Tiger King here, and this is gonna be the last video for the night, and I'm gonna be uploading like a lot of videos. Hopefully before I go to bed. In fact, if that's your opinion, Internet Journal, you will at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own. Guys? Investigate on your own? As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. And when someone attempts to threaten peace of my homeland, I always I won't rest until I unearth the truth behind what happened. Are you serious? Well, we will do everything we can to help you. I think this falls within the scope of our field study too. No, wait! This is people of Nord problem. There's no reason for all of you to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire. The classmate and a friend is staying behind. Isn't the reason enough? I'm a son of the House of Ebera. I would never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing in the face of danger. Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot more for my grandfather. Juris, do you remember when you saved us back in our station? The most important thing is we all came back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. It appears you lost this one, Juris. That's it, It's currently 10:05. I will permit it until 12:30 to contact your participation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any pursuit of conflict until at least then. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We have an amount of raids. We should begin visiting the watchtower at what was attacked. That sounds like a good idea, good place to start.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now, that there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the Academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand. Elisa? Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family. Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop Ward from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
You can see the shell damage everywhere. It's been worse than I feared. They confirmed Cassidy's too. I didn't think I would ever see anything like this. As students at the military academy, things like this are always within the limits it was possible. Although I hardly expect my first sight I can speak. So that right now, deception, spark of ignorance of war in the Covenant. This may be too much for a student like us to handle. No, we're all been so great that what possible before we haven't. And every time we came through, we just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here too. Right. True, we should focus on doing what we can do. However, we should decide to do it. We need to get better prepared for such an issue. Yes. Let's find who is in charge and get their permission to start investigation. Can't say that one right. I see. If Lieutenant Razor has given you his permission, I see no reason to refuse. Thank you. However, I want to make it clear that armor conflict would begin at any minute. We had got our hands full staying on our guard for the Patrol Clan from the east. I permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them during their job duties. Understood. Okay, let's get started. we should start by speaking with the soldiers and process to advantage. That seems right. When we're gathering all the information we can start placing it together. That's right. Let's go. Right, let's go. I'm going to say. Leon, Lion, why you go die on me? Zax. He's pretty down, can't say I don't understand how he feels. It was right when the shift changed it. Leon came out to relieve me, and I was chattering away with him, like always. That's when a first shell hit us. It must have been around 3 incoming in the morning. So it started around 3. Then that's in the middle of the night. I was on lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but explosion completely took me by surprise. I was so sure nothing would ever happen out here that when something actually did, I was totally useless. If I just paid a bit more attention, if I was been more better soldier, William might still be with us now. It's not your fault. None of this could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourself for the lack of vigilance after being stationed in the peaceful area like this for so long. They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican Army doing after all. We need more information before we can say for sure. No, I didn't think it was them. There was something else that happened before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army base. We looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew that both sides were attacked. But did both attacks really happen around the same time? If so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. So, who is responsible then? We should keep this in mind as we piece things together. How's the situation with the Republican Army? It looks like they're really hesitating over there. We confirm a number of armored vehicles entering and exiting the area. We heard their base got hit pretty hard badly too. And even from over here, it sure looks that way. The Lieutenant General said that Republican base got hit at least as hard as the watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they're responsible for that as well. They need an excuse to attack us, and as sure as crap looks like one. Do you really think it's true? That much damage seems explosive. They probably just got over the rest with the explosions. Doesn't make much difference either way. If they've risen enough to attack us, we blow them back across the border. The soldier here all seems to have their doubts. But convince them or anything. We're not going to be able to convince them or anything. We should consider the responsibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by Hermetic forces. What's up? Is there something unusual about this scrap of metal? I knew it! It's a mortar shell. I'm fertilized by the company. Are you sure? Yes, I have seen them before. On the county line. There was only a couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. I would suggest the mortar used to fire it was also made by Ringfield Company, but if assumed that it's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True. Why would the Republican Army use an armed weapon made in the Empire? It doesn't make much sense to me. Even if the accident were not, it seems unlikely that the government would go this far to preserve their cells and moments. Though considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out responsibility. Still, might you prove that the important crew to solving this mystery? This is awful. It really is. It looks like they got hit hard. And to think we were casualties. You know the Imperial Army isn't going to sit twiddling their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. They have their image to uphold after all. Hey, look at the most damage. Looks like the most damage is going to be at the south side of the building. You'd think whoever carried out the attack could have done it on the highlands. It seems very likely. But where did the planes could they launch an attack like that from? Well, the Highlands is incredibly vast. We would need some kind of clue to know where to start looking. Hey! Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find something here that points us to the right direction. I think that's all the info we can gather here. I think so too. Now we need to recognize what we learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what it was happening when the attack occurred. That seems like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the Imperial attack on Warsaw happen? 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. Yes, that was the guard. What a guard told us. But wasn't it all that was going on then? That's right, the Republic Army base has also been under attack. According to the Lieutenant General, they would suffer even greater damage than what happened here. I think we can safely discuss the responsibility of the Republic Army bombing their own forces then. But there's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is both attacks happened. Both sides took heavy damage. However, Marisa said we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible. If we accept that fact as much likely Sarah, that possibility lies with another party entirely. So do you think a third party working behind the scenes to provoke both countries into starting a war? The tensions between the Empire and the Republic were always high, but compared to other areas of similar political violence, the North Highlands have always been peaceful. I can convince of no other country would have to bear break that freeze at last night. I agree. If anything, it seems that invasion would outrage the power of both parties. If this were Chris Bell, it might be a different story. But here. Now that you've mentioned it, we found something else odd about the attack on the watchtower, didn't we? Something that seems to point to the third party involvement. Something else odd about the attack on the watchtower. She could be referring to this. The weapon that was used, the area was damaged. No, not quite. I think it was like the thing. I'm thinking about oh, it was a weapon that was used in the attack. Sorry for hurrying. Anyway, it seems pretty likely the watchtower to launch this. Whoever launched this attack was used Greenfield over mortars. And I, for one, find it pretty unlikely that the Republican Army is picking Emberian-made weapons. Indeed, they have little reasons to be considering the Republic has its own mortars over its technology or informants. The Vine Company, as I can recall, yes, the Vine Company is responsible for manufacturing most of the arms used by the Republican Army. This is the fact that the mortar used in this here is old. The Pearl Army hasn't used this mortar for years. I have heard that the military selects something, makes it onto the black market, and ends up in the hands of mysteries. Knowing that, I seem unlikely either army choose to use it to cover their tracks. Quite. However, there is far more pressing questions we need to answer. What do you mean? I think I know where you're going. We need to know where the attack was launched from the first place. Going difficult to work out. That's going to be going difficult to work out. But without that final detail, over our inspection carries far as north. If we intend to avert a war, we need more than execution. We need actual evidence. Agreed. But the Highlands are far too vast to just strike out searching binary. Especially with Lieutenant General's deadline reputation. Actually, we may not have to start out our searching behind. If Marisa and Jonas will lend me a hand, I may be able to help. Huh? What do you have in mind? In fact, factory location of the damage center with the speed of trajectory of motor shells, then take into account highlands winds, and may be able to estimate the area from which a motor was fired or possibly away. Are you serious? It sounds easier than said than done. I do, like, I will do what I can. Are you familiar with the separates of the shell? Was used? I think so. It is an old model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. We should be planning a way. Let's have another look at the damage area starting our preparation. Please come with me, everyone. Wait. I think the location is rough location. I believe the motor was fired from a location to the south of here. Using the map as a preferred point and means of point, that means it was likely launched from somewhere around this area. According to the conditions, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here. Wow, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics recovering class. I guess I would enjoy watching Regulus really sweating out trying to best on you. I would enjoy watching Regulus really sweat it out trying to best you on our next midterms. Just a little picture criticism. I couldn't have done it without their Regulus and Jonas' help. Piece of puzzle right in our hands. Sure seems like it. Let's take off and start looking. Right. Is it gonna make me continue? Is it gonna start talking again? Alright, let's start looking for where the motor was actually fired from. If it was Emma's calculation is correct, it should have fired from point south of the watchtower. The most likely point that is easy to overlook, so that is not found out. Let's see if we can find you that fits the description. We likely need to rely on the map to help us. I wonder if the corruption could still be there. Corporate still be there. Regardless, we should see what we can find. Okay. Anyway guys, this is Green Tiger King here, signing off. I hope you guys enjoy. And see you on